today we were talking about the proper way to install a roof, and you say it's not just a roof, it's a roofing system, right?
Yes, professional roofers install roofing systems, not just shingles. People want to talk about how much does a roof cost per square. That's the wrong question to ask. You should ask what kind of roofing system are they using. There are several components. If you have an existing house, when they do the roof, normally they're going to take all the shingles off, all the layers up there, all the nails, clean it up. You end up with your deck, your wooden deck, just like you see here. Then what you end up with, the first component you should install is what we call underlayment. Underlayment serves a purpose to keep the heat from getting to the shingle somewhat. It also gives you an extra layer of protection. There are two kinds of underlayment we generally use. One is deck armor that you see here. It's a very, as you can see, it's a very sturdy material. We also use a material called Shingle Mate, made specifically for shingles. Some roofers talk about felt. Felt is old technology. This is new technology. It's a much superior product. If this material gets wet, it will not wrinkle like felt. So you put this on, and this protects that. And then the next thing you do is you use a material called ice and water shield, which you should put, for instance, in the valleys. It goes like this. The interesting thing about this material is if you drive a nail through it, it seals around the nail. So it gives you extra protection in the valley when you bring the shingles in and nail that way. So you have your underlayment, your weather watch, your ice and water shield. Then the next thing you have is you have the shingles themselves. They come in all sorts of colors, all sorts of styles. This is a cool series. And what's interesting about shingles is the things that you don't see. Every shingle should have at least 4 nails. In some applications, they may have 5 or 6 nails. There's a common practice in the industry called 3 nailing, where Pete in the pickup truck comes along, he puts 3 nails in the shingle and goes on. Well, what happens is your shingle is not properly secured, so it may blow off when there comes a wind. It's very important how they're going to nail it. People also use nail guns quite frequently. We have found in our years of experience there's an issue with nail guns. If you set a nail gun for the proper depth over here between the rafters, the structural members, then when you nail it here, you're fine. When you nail over here where the rafter is, the nail will tend to stand up off the shingle. If you set it to nail properly where the rafter is, then when you get over here between the rafters, you put the nail in too deep. We hand nail our shingles. It takes a little longer, but it's better quality. You've seen shingles where they start falling off. They just slide out. That's where they've either been nailed with a nail gun or been nailed improperly. Actually, with shingles, there's a specific place to put the nail. If you don't put it in the right spot, you will have a leaking roof.
And up top we have ventilation, right?
Right. You have ventilation here. Very important. What you normally do is called a ridge vent. You cut out the ridge. You put the special venting material there so air can get out. And then you put the capping back on. There should be inlets underneath your overhang so that you've got an airflow. This keeps your roof from baking. You've probably seen roofs where if you look, it looks like little oil running down the shingles. That's where a roof is baking itself to death. It shortens the life. In a lot of cases, will void the warranty, the material warranty. And those are some basic components of a professional roofing system.